The lights dimmed, and her voice filled the ballroom. "Tonight," she said into the microphone, "we celebrate growth, resilience, and family." I was standing at the back, in the shadows. No one had seen me walk in. That was the point. 3 years gone. 3 years planning this moment. She had no idea what was about to play on the giant LED screen behind her. Growing up, Anna was the golden one. Teachers adored her, boys chased her, and she could charm our parents with a single smile. I was the quiet one, the builder, the one who stayed up late sketching out business ideas while she was out at parties. When I launched my company, she was the first to say she believed in me. She even offered to help with marketing. "We'll run it together," she promised. And for a while it worked. Our names were on every contract. Profits grew. I thought we were unstoppable. Then I started noticing small things. Decisions made without me. Meetings I wasn't invited to. My name disappearing from company press releases. I confronted her. She laughed it off. "You're overthinking." 2 months later, I came home early from a trade show and found her in my bed. With my husband. I didn't scream. I didn't throw them out. I stood in the doorway and memorized every detail. The smell of his cologne, the way she didn't even flinch when she saw me. "You'll regret this," I told her. She smiled. "No, you will." She made good on that promise. Within 6 weeks, she forced me out of my own company. My signature forged on transfer documents. My bank accounts drained. And then the custody papers arrived. She was petitioning for my son, claiming I was unstable and unfit. That's when I vanished. To her, it looked like defeat. To me, it was the start of a clock. I moved states, changed my name, worked quietly, saved relentlessly. I learned everything I could about corporate law, digital forensics, and asset tracing. I found people who'd been burned by her before. Ex-employees, former partners, silent investors she'd cheated. And I listened. Every story was another brick in the wall I was building. 2 years into my disappearance, I got lucky. One of her former assistants reached out. She'd been fired for knowing too much and wanted payback. She handed me a hard drive full of emails, recordings, and documents. Proof of fraud, embezzlement, insider trading, and tax evasion. The kind of proof that doesn't just ruin reputations, it buries people. I didn't rush. I pieced it together into a timeline, each file marked, cross-referenced, and ready to stand in court. But court wasn't my stage. No, she'd taken my life in public. I'd take hers the same way. Her gala was the perfect opportunity. Annual charity fundraiser, press coverage, politicians, investors. Every single person whose opinion she craved in one room. I got in through a catering company. Black dress, hair pinned back, clipboard in hand. No one looked twice. 10 minutes before the program started, I slipped into the control booth. The tech guy barely glanced at me when I said, "Schedule change, run the new clip after her speech." He nodded. And now here I was. Anna smiled on stage, basking in applause. "It's been a long road," she said, "but every step was worth it." The screen behind her flickered. The house lights dimmed. Then the first image appeared. A scanned bank statement with her name and an offshore account number. Her voice faltered. The next clip was audio. Her laughing with an investor about bleeding the company dry before the auditors catch on. She froze. Murmurs rippled through the crowd. More files, more proof. The camera cut to her face, pale, tight-lipped, eyes darting like a trapped animal. And then the final clip. A photo of her and my husband in bed, time-stamped the same day she filed to take my son. Gasps, phones up, recording. She tried to speak, but the crowd was already turning. One of the board members stood and walked out. 2 investors followed. A reporter slipped into the aisle, phone pressed to his ear, voice urgent. I stepped forward then, just far enough for her to see me. Her eyes widened. I didn't smile. I didn't need to. By the next morning, the video was everywhere. Her sponsors pulled funding, the company's stock tanked. The IRS opened an investigation. The custody petition was quietly withdrawn. My husband, now her only ally, left within a week when the money dried up. She called me once. I let it go to voicemail. Her voice shook. "You've destroyed me." No, I thought. I just showed the world who you really are. A month later, I walked into my old office building, now under new management. The receptionist smiled, handed me an envelope. Inside was a note from the new CEO. "We'd like you to come back. On your terms." I declined, because revenge isn't about reclaiming what they stole. It's about knowing they can never steal from you again.